Emmerdale's Belle Dingle closes in on the truth behind Nate Robinson's mysterious disappearance. In a gripping turn of events set to unfold in Wednesday night's episode of Emmerdale, Belle Dingle inches ever closer to uncovering the disturbing truth about the mysterious disappearance of Nate Robinson. While much of the village continues to grumble about Nate's apparent radio silence, Belle's instincts tell her there's far more going on than meets the eye. For months now, the absence of Nate has been a painful reality for those who once held him close. His sudden vanishing act has left a wave of confusion, frustration, and in some cases, deep emotional wounds. Among those most affected is Tracy Metcalf, Nate's estranged wife and the mother of his child. As Belle starts to dig into the truth, viewers are set for a dramatic unraveling of a chilling mystery that has remained buried, both literally and figuratively, since late last year. Trouble at the shop sparks Belle's suspicions. Wednesday's episode begins with a familiar scene. Belle drops by the local village shop for a few bits, but the visit turns into an emotional exchange when she runs into Tracy. Still trying to cope with Nate's prolonged disappearance, Tracy vents her frustrations over the financial pressures that have mounted in his absence. Without any child maintenance payments coming in, she's barely scraping by. Tracy's anger toward Nate is palpable, her words tinged with betrayal and exhaustion. She paints him as a man who walked out on his responsibilities, abandoning not just her, but more importantly, their daughter, Frankie. Her assumption is simple and bitter. Nate got overwhelmed and decided to disappear rather than deal with fatherhood. However, Belle listens with a different kind of concern. Rather than taking Tracy's words at face value, something doesn't sit right with her. Her memories of Nate, the dedicated dad, the loyal son, the man who once tried so hard to carve out a place in their often complicated family, don't align with the version Tracy describes. Belle begins to question the narrative. As Tracy continues her angry tirade, Belle's expression shifts from sympathy to unease. Nate wasn't perfect, but he loved his daughter, and Belle knows that for sure. His sudden silence, his complete absence from Frankie's life, doesn't match the man she once knew. This thought begins to gnaw at her, planting the seed for a deeper investigation. Later, Belle confides in her brother Cain Dingle, who is also Nate's father. Their conversation is quiet but intense. Belle is calm, but there's an edge of urgency in her tone as she lays out her theory. She tells Cain that she doesn't believe Nate simply ran off. Something about the whole situation just doesn't add up. I don't think he's just abandoned Frankie, Belle says firmly. It's not like it's out of sight, out of mind. That's his little girl and he dotes on her. She acknowledges that Tracy might have moved on, or even given up on Nate, but Belle hasn't. She still believes in the man she once saw fighting to be a good father. Determined and deeply loyal, Belle feels a responsibility to uncover the truth, whatever that may be. The road to Scotland. Fueled by her instincts and driven by the hope that Nate might be out there somewhere, Belle announces her plan. She's heading to Scotland. Her belief is that Nate might be laying low, possibly hiding from problems he couldn't face in Emmerdale. Maybe he needed space, maybe something pushed him away, but either way, Belle refuses to believe he would willingly cut off his daughter without a trace. The journey she's about to embark on isn't just physical, it's emotional, dangerous, and likely to stir a whole new set of consequences. Cain, who has been trying to move on from his own complicated history with Nate, is visibly shaken by Belle's determination. He knows things Belle doesn't, dark truths that have remained buried along with his son's body. The hidden truth. What really happened to Nate? For longtime fans of Emmerdale, the mystery behind Nate Robinson's disappearance isn't quite as murky. In a recent flashback episode, it was revealed that Nate didn't leave of his own accord. He was accidentally killed by John Sugden during a confrontation that went horribly wrong. In a moment of panic, John covered up his involvement by disposing of Nate's body in a nearby lake. The guilt has haunted him ever since, but the secret has been kept under wraps, until now. As Belle prepares to leave for Scotland, her instincts putting her on a collision course with a truth she never expected, another development looms in the background. Plans are underway to dredge the lake due to problems with the village water supply. What was once thought to be a secure hiding place is now under threat of exposure. The walls begin to close in. The timing couldn't be more intense. Belle's growing suspicions are set to collide with the physical unearthing of Nate's remains. It's only a matter of time before the truth surfaces, literally and metaphorically. The coming episodes promise edge-of-your-seat drama as the two storylines converge. Belle, armed with nothing more than gut instinct and love for her family, is about to stumble onto something far more sinister than she imagined. Meanwhile, those involved in Nate's death, particularly John, must now grapple with the fact that their carefully guarded secret is about to come undone. Kane's internal struggle. One of the most compelling elements of this unfolding drama is Kane Dingle's reaction. As Belle pours her heart out, vowing to find Nate and bring him home, Kane is left silently reeling. His expression gives nothing away, but viewers who follow the story closely know the depth of his pain. Losing his son in such a tragic, unexpected way, and then being forced to keep it a secret, has taken a tremendous toll. Kane is a man of few words, but his actions and silences often speak volumes. As Belle edges closer to discovering the truth, Kane must decide whether to continue protecting the lie or finally let go and allow the truth to come to light. Trace's heartbreak and anger. While Belle's journey is one of hope and determination, Trace's perspective adds another layer to the story. Her heartbreak is real, her struggles tangible. She truly believes she has been abandoned. For her, Nate's disappearance has meant financial ruin, emotional betrayal, and the crushing weight of single motherhood. Her anger is justified, even if it's misdirected. The tension between her resentment and Belle's growing doubts creates a fascinating emotional tug-of-war that anchors the storyline in realism. Tracy, though hardened by grief and struggle, is still clinging to the possibility of resolution, even if she doesn't admit it outright. Finally be revealed? As Emmerdale barrels toward another climactic turning point, fans are left wondering, how much longer can the truth stay hidden? Belle's investigation, combined with the physical dredging of the lake, seems certain to blow the cover off this long-running mystery. But as always with Emmerdale, the reveal is unlikely to be simple. More secrets may come to light, alliances may shift, and old wounds may be reopened. There's also the question of justice. If Nate's body is found and the truth about John Sugden's involvement comes out, what will the fallout be? Can forgiveness be found in the face of such a devastating cover-up? And how will the Dingle family cope with yet another tragedy threatening to tear them apart? Emmerdale's strength lies in its emotional complexity. What makes this storyline so compelling is Emmerdale's consistent ability to portray emotionally rich, character-driven drama. Belle's unwavering belief in Nate's goodness is a testament to her heart. Trace's rage is a window into the burdens women often bear alone. Kane's silence holds generations of pain. And lurking beneath it all is the inescapable truth that secrets don't stay buried forever. As viewers prepare to tune in for tonight's pivotal episode, the anticipation is higher than ever. Will Belle's trip to Scotland yield new clues? Will the lake reveal the dark truth? Will Kane finally break down and tell her everything? With tension building, emotions running high, and the past refusing to stay buried, one thing is clear. Emmerdale is delivering one of its most gripping story arcs in recent memory. Don't miss tonight's episode. Emmerdale airs these dramatic scenes tonight at 7:30 p.m. on ITV1, and for those who prefer to stream, the episode is also available on ITVX. As Belle's journey takes her deeper into the shadows of Nate's disappearance, fans won't want to miss a single moment. Stay tuned, because this is only the beginning of what promises to be a heart-wrenching, suspenseful, and unforgettable storyline.